Stargates with a vertical access permit passage between space, time locations in multiple universes and density levels. Time portals with a horizontal and diagonal access permit passage between space, time locations in one universe and one density. Let me unpack that for you. A Stargate with a vertical access. It's allowed to move between space-time locations in multiple universes and density levels. Okay, but a time portal has a different access. It's horizontal and diagonal. So it only allows permit to passage between space-time locations in one universe and one density level. It can't go. A time portal can only reach one level and one universe and one density. Okay, in space and time. It can't go to a whole bunch of different universes and dimensions. It can only go in one. And so, but a Stargate is very different. It has a vertical access, and it's allowed to go between space and time in multiple universes and density levels. And that means it can go through all the different dimensions. So Stargates are really, really a big deal. They have more leverage in travel systems. So what's happening now, we're almost at April 8th. 2024, and we are headed into a solar eclipse here, a full solar eclipse. So I put out in other videos across social media that everyone is so focused on these portals, and they're missing a really important thing here, and that would be the Stargate. And the Stargate, since it's able to go to all the different harmonic universes and densities based on its vertical access, and how it travels is further. And so when the Stargate opens, it can bring morphogenetic fields, it can bring frequency, it brings in light and sound. All these different types of energies will be coming through the Stargates because it reaches higher. We have the primal sound field. We have the primal light fields. We have all these other harmonic universes and dimensions and densities that this is going to go through and bring into Earth. When a Stargate opens, it goes everything goes into chaos. We have more natural disasters, unnatural disasters. They've been fighting for world dominance and dominance over human beings for billions of years and taking over planets. It's not just our planet, it's happened to other planets too. We just didn't know about these other planets. We live in an illusion, the Matrix, a hologram. And this hologram that has been created is through particle phasing. It's the way how the particles spin and the flashline sequences. Those create an illusion of separation, so we couldn't see other harmonic universes or planetary systems. And now it's all coming out and it's all happening, and this solar eclipse will be bringing in a lot of energies, and that's where the shenanigans have been happening, just trying to stop it. They're trying to change the course of particles and how they spin, so we're not able to go further in our ascension and not get coded. The weather manipulation as well, and the natural disasters that are happening, killing people. We have these natural disasters, and if there's people pass away, so it's less people to ascend, and it's just their time, it's their agreement, whatever, or their contract. But nonetheless, what's happening is something that is monumental, not only in our universe, but the other universes. It affects everything because of the morphogenetic fields. This is where we're all one. We are all connected to this energy field. We are part of it. We are like one giant pulse. So this is one huge leap in humanity that's about to happen. It's magnificent. Okay, so I'm moving on here. Openings that exist between dimensions in our time matrix that permit passage between space-time locations in multiple universes and density levels. Stargates link, due to its vertical axis, link planetary, galactic, and universal Templar complexes through the 5 harmonic universes and their 5 matter density levels. And that's what I was saying before. And mind you, I'm just now reading this. I haven't rehearsed this or anything. So I learned. When I make my videos, you guys, I learn as I go. It just comes to me what I need to put out. And as I read it, I try to absorb it so I can sometimes break it down. Sometimes but tonight is a real good night. It's kicking in, so I can help break this down. And I diverted, so I'm so sorry. I'll continue on. Stargates enter planets at a 12 planetary signet Stargate site. So it's saying is, okay, the links, the planetary and the galactic and the universal Templar complexes through all those harmonic universes. Those are the locations. So when they're going through a harmonic universe, they're hitting the planetary, they're hitting the galactic, and the universal Templar complexes. Okay, that's what Stargates are pulling through those areas. The Stargate and time portals consist of pairs of interconnected, counter-rotating electromagnetic field spirals that naturally exist within sun and planet bodies, forming a fixed point of space within the 5 densities and universes of the 15-dimensional time matrix, where time cycle and time continua repeatedly pass through each other at fixed intervals. Stargates and time portals exist as black hole and white hole pairs that are connected at the center point of a scalar wave frequency seed crystal seal. When the center seed crystal seed releases, the Stargate activates and the pair of the counter-rotating electromagnetic spirals merge to form an interconnected Merkaba field, which allows the instantaneous passage between various space-time coordinates through a shift of atomic angular rotation of a particle spin called arcs. You guys know me. I talk about arcs all the time. This is a big deal. There was a video out, and people went bananas over this. It's ridiculous because they coined this term twin flame with the New Age movement. So it got a bad rap. But what it really is a twinning. And I'm bringing this up because it's a perfect time to explain what the purpose now of a twinning is for. A twinning is the most genetically matched of yourself. They say it's like another version of you in a parallel Earth. And you're the most genetically matched. That is one theory I've heard. And that one feels the right one to me. So that's why I'm going to expand here. So this Merkaba field that is created through angular particle, ARPS, angular rotation of particle spins, and the Merkaba field. When you're able to create a Merkaba field, you're able to travel through a Stargate. The Merkaba field is your interdimensional light body. It's your travel system to move back and forth, and we're capable of doing that once we're activated. So this, getting back to the twinning, you are the most genetically matched with your twin. So people are finding their twins, and what's happening is that the frequency that is created to something that is most genetically matched creates, and you're activated and your crystal seals are open. You can activate, you amplify your power, and you can create your own Merkaba field to travel interdimensionally. That's what the Merkaba field is for. It's your light body to travel interdimensionally. So your twin amplifies this. You still are able, you don't need your twin to travel, to create a Merkaba field. The twin is just an amplification. There are natural cycles when the Stargates open called a SAC, Stellar Activation Cycle. And the next SAC was between 2000 and 2017. I do have other videos that I discuss this about SAC. The previous was 22,346 BC. So that was a long time ago. So the SAC, the last SAC we had was between 2000 and 2017. And look at what was going on in our world then, right? So there are 12 primary Stargates in the Universal Templar Complex, and each corresponds to 1 to 12 dimensional fields. The 12 signet councils serve as a primary guardians of each one of the primary Stargates. Stargate 12, 11, and 10, which serves as the entry points into the pre-matter density 4, which would be harmonic universe 4, also called Ara Matina. And I think they're going to go in here with that. So density 4, it's your liquid light Christos field body, and are respectively located at D12, Ara Matina, D11, Avion, and D10, Vega. And all locations are within the Lyrian star constellation known as the Cradle of Lyra. Stargate 9 is called Mirach Andromeda. Stargate 8 is called Mintanka Orion. Stargate 7 is Arcturus. Stargate 1 through 6 in the densities 1 and 2, dimensions 1 through 6. Density 1, Earth's Stargate, which connects to density 2, planet Terra, where we came from, and many other areas within the 4 densities of our time matrix, is called the Halls of Amenti. And you can watch a previous video of mine about the Sphere of Amenti. One of the fallen angelic's intentions is to take dominion and operational control over the 12 primary Stargates. Because we are in, and this book was written in 2002, but this sentence was written in 2006. Because we are in 2006, a super accelerated timeline called an expedited tachyon on cycle reset, we are taking a fast path called an evac, called Starfire. Starfire is a evac system. They had to create another system to help us ascend, which is ascension in toward the core, as opposed to an ascension through the outer domain, Stargates. And you can always research God worlds for that one. So basically, but I think I've heard something after this that the fast path evac was canceled, and I could be wrong, so don't hold me to that. And we could go through the regular ascension process through Stargates. So I did hear, yep, I did hear that, and I'm getting chills. So the frequency of that knowledge is coming through me to me. So that's it for Stargates, you guys. It's pretty intense. So it looks like the Ascension is a Stargate. We're not doing it through the evac Starfire.